According to research, the average person makes approximately 2,000 decisions per waking hour. The majority of our decisions are minor and are made instinctively or automatically: what to wear to work in the morning, whether to eat lunch now or in 10 minutes, and so on. However, many of the decisions we make throughout the day require careful consideration and have serious consequences. Making good decisions on a consistent basis is arguably the most important habit we can cultivate, especially at work. Our choices have an impact on our health, safety, relationships, how we spend our time, and overall well-being. Here are a few mindsets that can be detrimental to good decision-making. When faced with a difficult decision, keep the following in mind. 1. Decision exhaustion. Even the most energetic individuals do not have limitless mental energy. When we are repeatedly asked to perform mental tasks and make decisions, our ability to do so worsens. With so many decisions to make, especially those that have a significant impact on other people, decision fatigue is unavoidable. To combat it, identify the most important decisions you need to make, and as often as possible, prioritize your time, so that you make them when you have the most energy. 2. Constant state of distraction. The last decade's technological tsunami has ushered in an era of unprecedented convenience. However, it has also created an environment in which information and communication never stop. As a result, many of us are constantly distracted and struggle to focus. To counteract this, set aside time each day to disconnect from email, social media, news, and the onslaught of the information age. It's easier said than done, but it's doable if you prioritize it. 3. Input is lacking. It has been observed that an average of 3 people do 70% of the talking in a typical meeting. Many introverts hesitate to speak up in a meeting until they are certain of what they want to say. Nonetheless, because they spend so much time thinking, these members of our teams frequently have some of the best ideas to contribute. To counteract this tendency, send out a meeting agenda 24 hours in advance to give everyone time to consider their contributions, and work to establish a meeting culture that allows people to contribute ideas after the meeting is over. 4. Multitasking. There aren't many jobs left in the world that don't require some degree of multitasking. While this is true when we are focusing on 2 cognitive tasks at the same time, when making important decisions, set aside and commit to several blocks of time during the day to focus intensely on the task at hand. 5. Emotional states. Frustration, excitement, anger, joy, and so on are all natural parts of the human experience. And while these emotions play an important role in our lives, you probably don't need to see the research to know that our emotions, particularly when we are at our most angry or happy, can impair our ability to make good decisions. Making the decision to speak or send an email while angry often worsens the situation, because the words don't come out right. Pay attention to your emotional state and focus on your character's strength of self-control to counteract this. Resist the urge to respond to people or make decisions when you're emotionally charged. Experiment with walking away from the computer or putting down the phone and returning to the task. 6. Analyze paralysis. While the information age has provided us with an abundance of information, big data, and metrics, the amount of information we can access is limitless. And we all know that the more information we have to weigh, the longer it takes us to make a decision. While the decision-making process should be thorough, taking more time, or looking at more information, is usually not the best way to make good decisions. Instead, go over the pertinent information, set a decision-making deadline, and then stick to it. Our reality is determined by the choices we make. They have a direct influence on how we spend our time and what information we process or ignore. Our decisions shape our relationships, and in today's hyperconnected world, decisions increasingly contribute to our energy level and efficiency in various aspects of our lives. Every single day, we all make some bad decisions. But if we are aware of these 6 enemies of good decision-making and take steps to overcome them, we can make better decisions that benefit the people with whom we work and lead.
Wow.